Namaste. My name is Anita, and thank you for coming to my Ashtanga class. And before we begin, don't scratch my mat, please, Katie. Before we begin, please introduce yourselves, and also let me know if you have any physical ailments or mental issues. If you want to share, you don't have to, but more likely like physical ailments, like problems with your joints, as in, for example, like your knees or ankles or wrists, or if you have like high blood pressure or back problems or something like that. No, that's really good. What to say about Ashtanga? Ashtanga actually means 8 limbs, and it's derived from Patanjali, who wrote the Yoga Sutras. And so Ashtanga is combining the 8 limbs with influence from Pattabhi Jois, who is known as the father of Ashtanga Yoga. And Ashtanga Yoga is divided into 6 series. We're going to do the primary series here first. And as like a set of asanas within the series that we follow. And we follow that set every class, every time we go through the class. In the beginning, we may start with a few things, and then every day we're going to add another posture. In the past, it was like, traditionally, it was like when you were able to master one of the asanas, you could move on towards the next asana, which could take like days, weeks, or even years for people to come to the end of the first series of the primary series. In modern times, though, now we use lots of modifications in our postures, so that helps us to go through the entire primary series, which is really good, I believe. At least I believe it's really good, because the series or the set of asanas are created in a way to build strength and flexibility in your body. So with each pose that is coming, and with each thing that we're going forward, we're going to increase the strength and the flexibility, even if we use modifications. That's it. Ashtanga is a pretty hard kind of style of yoga, and it's even also still hard like for advanced people, and most likely they're going to sweat in the class. So don't feel bad if you feel like drained or like overpowered, or if you're not able to do all the postures. I can't. I try, and I'm still in the process of mastering or getting there into my postures. There are 3 important things in Ashtanga Yoga. It's like 3 main components, and those 3 main components are there to purify our body, mind, and nervous system. And those are called Tristana. And the 3 components of Tristana are first the postures, the asanas, then second the breath, and third the drishti, gazing points. The asanas we can do later in the primary series. There's about 40 asanas that we're going to learn. Then coming to the breath. In Ashtanga we use Ujjayi breath, which is a very focused breath, which brings us inside and also to the present, to the moment. So it makes us pretty present. And Ujjayi breath is a breath that is working with a slight constriction of your throat. And it it makes kind of ocean wave sound. So some people refer to it as ocean breath. So this is really important. So we're going to do like 3-4 rounds of Ujjayi breath here together. And then after that, we were talking about the Trishti. The Trishtis are gazing points in Ashtanga yoga, which also help us to focus our mind and be in the present. And also sometimes they kind of align us into the posture as well. So it's like a very holistic practice. All things, all main focuses combined really bring us into the present moment and really help us to go through it. It's like a very meditative practice, so to say, but also building up your physical strength a lot. What else is to say? I'd say we gonna chant to open our practice. Usually we always chant, we have like 2 chants. First the opening mantra, and then at the end of the practice we have the closing mantra. And I'd say we do the mantra right now because then we go into a little bit practice of the breath, and then we talk about the drishtis, and then we come into the first poses. Wonderful. So please sit in any comfortable position, like a cross-legged position. I choose to use like Sukhasana, easy pose. Make sure that you sit on both buttocks, and you may want to elevate your butt a bit with a pillow or cushion or whatever. You can just slap it behind your butt, on the edge of your butt, makes your hips a bit coming up and tilting a bit forward, so your pelvic is tilting. That also brings your knees down to the floor, because we don't want to have the thighs or anything engaged. We really want to have like a really nice, not strenuous, very comfortable meditation position. We are lengthening our spine, erect our spine, have it straight, open up our chest, have our shoulders, roll them up, bring them up and roll them back down, and the shoulder blades together. So the shoulders are kind of relaxed, but not coming up or forward, so they should be relaxed. Our neck and our head are straight, and we're looking forward. Our arms are coming towards our knees or our shin. We can we can either just place our hands down as we like very relaxed and comfortable, or you can also choose to bring your hands into a mudra. We can either use a shin mudra or jnana mudra. For that, you take your index finger, curl it onto the root of your thumb. The other 3 fingers are relaxed, straight, not spread, not clenching together, just relaxed. Both hands. Then you either face them palms towards your knees down or up as you like. Then we close our eyes. Take a deep few breaths here in your natural breathing cycle. Notice your breath as the air is coming through your nostril, down your throat, into your belly and lungs, and how it goes out. Don't worry here. Don't think about anything. Don't think about your thoughts, about your worries. Just relax here and be here in the moment. Then slowly bring your palms together in front of your heart center. We take a deep inhalation here, starting with the sound of Om. Then chant the opening mantra and close with Om one more time. Take a deep inhalation here. Om. Vande Gurunam Charanaravinde Sandashita Swadma Sukhavapode Nishreyase Changalika Yamane Samsara Allah Halamohashantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shriyasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. Gently rub your palms together to create some energy. Place your palms above your closed eyelids. Open up your eyes within your palms. Soak that energy in and breathe it in. Massage that energy with your hands into your face. Bring the palms back down towards your heart center. Inhale. Exhale, bow your forehead down. Open up your eyes. Inhale one more time. Bring your forehead up. Namaste. Beautiful. That was really nice. So we're gonna start with the Ujjayi breath. And as I said, it's like a breath with a slight constriction in your throat. So for that also, please sit in your comfortable position. Have the spine really straight and the chest open. And we're going to take inhalation through our nose. And while we inhale through the nose, we have a constriction in our throat, which sounds, I hope you can hear it, sounds like this. And when we exhale, there's constriction as well. To create this constriction, we have to close our bandha up here, or we can call it the chin lock. So to try the first time, you can just lock your chin down, which mechanically actually gives you a constriction, and you can try to breathe in. Breathe in through your nose, and you may hear like the ocean sound already. And you exhale. You can try that for two rounds if you like. And if that's not working for you, then what we're gonna try to do is like similar to like fogging a mirror. Like for example, when you have like either you have like when you shower and the mirror is super foggy and you want to unfog it, or if you want to fog the mirror, like whatever. So for that, bring your hand just in front of your mouth. You make like, and you breathe in through your nose first, then you exhale through your mouth and do like a sound, like as in fogging a mirror. Just fog a mirror. Inhale and exhale. Then you hear that sound of the ocean. Do that 2 times, please. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And inhale one more time through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Now we do the same thing, but while we exhale, we try to halfway close the mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale through your mouth, but halfway close it. Do that 3 times, and you will feel what it should feel like, the constriction in your throat. Do that 2-3 more times. Maybe you also want to just keep your mouth closed now. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. What is very important here while we're doing the breath, the Ujjayi breath, is that the inhalation and the exhalation are equal in length. As we are beginners here right now, I would propose that we have an inhalation for 2 or 3 counts and an exhalation for 2 or 3 counts at the same time. So inhale and exhale. I'm going to post a video or give you another separate class about the breaths if you like. For the practice today, you can try the Ujjayi breath. If the Ujjayi breath doesn't really work for today, it doesn't matter. We can also do like deep inhalations and exhalations, like really deep and out like normal kind of yogic breaths. Good. Then let's talk about the drishtis, the gazing points. In Ashtanga we have 9 gazing points. The first gazing point is the tip of your nose. And what we're going to do is like you're going to take your pupils, you don't move your head, you just look towards the tip of your nose. And then it's like you're looking in there but not focus, focus, focus. You focus, but not focus, focus, focus. So what's going to happen is, if you look there, it's going to be like getting a bit blurry. And while it's getting a bit blurry, that means like we are in the present moment. Then we have another gazing point, which is the third eye, ajna. So in between your eyebrows. So we gaze up into that spot in between our eyebrows. This sometimes might be very difficult for some people. So if that's difficult for you, you can also choose to gaze into like eternity, like indefinitely, like very far away. Just gaze to somewhere very far away. Then we have the thumbs gazing points. So we're going to gaze at the tip of our thumbs. We have the gazing point at the tip of our toes, big toes. Then we have gazing point towards our palms or the tip of the middle finger. This could be the same. We have the gazing point at our navel. And we have the gazing point to the far right and to the far left. At some postures, especially in the beginning, instead of telling you to look at the far right, I'm going to tell you to look over your shoulder or look over the left shoulder. So those are the gazing points. And yeah, what to say? I'd say like we start today, and the primary series starts with the sun salutation A and B as like a warm up. And let's see how far we're going to get today. We're going to do a little posture breakdown first before we come into the flow of the sun salutations. Sun salutation is called Nurya Namaskara in Sanskrit. And yeah, what I forgot to say is like, this is also the same. We start always in our Samasthiti, that's our equal standing pose. Samasthiti is therefore very important. It helps us to prepare our muscles and our mind for what is coming next. And all standing postures in the primary series will start with a Samasthiti and will end with Samasthiti. Samasthiti, let's try to get it right. Samasthiti is like you bring your toes, heels and ankles together. Stand upright. If you cannot bring your heels, toes, ankles together because you have problems with your knees or like some problems with your hips, or maybe your stature is just like not meant to do that, then you can also choose to bring your feet like hip width apart. Make sure that your feet are parallel, toes are facing forward, straight forward, that the knees are in line with your second toe, everything is facing like parallel forward. We imagine you can bring your heels, toes and ankle together. Now we're going to pull our kneecap up, which helps us to engage our thighs. The front thighs we press back. We engage our glutes. So some people may fall forward, some maybe have a pronation here. We don't want that. So in that case, what you can do is you bring your tummy a little bit back, or you can roll. If you're doing like this, you can also roll your tummy down, your buttocks down. So you engage your buttocks. You can engage your abdomen and tuck it up. Then you erect your spine and we open up the chest. How we open up the chest is also like we bring our shoulders up, roll them back down, bring the shoulder blades, press them back together so that the shoulders are kind of relaxed, because we want them relaxed, not lifting up, we want them relaxed. Your neck and head are straight, long neck. The neck should not have lots of muscles engaged because the shoulders are nicely down. The hands are towards our sides, a bit away from our thighs. We spread the fingers, and that is Samasthiti, equal pose. With the feet though, what we try to have is like that we distribute our weight evenly on both feet. This is especially important if you stand hip width apart. We distribute. To give us a better grasp, what we can do is we can roll our toes up, spread the toes as much as we can, and then bring them down to the mat to cover the maximum area with the toes off the mat. We don't clench our toes though, so it gives us a bit more grip onto the mat. We can better root, and we stand on our arcs, press the knuckles down, not clench the toes, and that's it. Samasthiti. The first pose in Sun Salutation A is Urdhva. From Sun Salutation, from Samasthiti, we take an inhalation, bring our arms up to the side, turn our palms up, bring the arms all the way above our head, palms touching together, elbows are straight, and the shoulders are not rolled up, the shoulders are still back down, relaxed shoulders. The lower part of your body is same engaged as in Samasthiti. As we roll our shoulders back and down, it means like our neck isn't tight, that should be straight. We don't want to curl or bend our spine. We should have a long spine. If you have a tendency to do this, then tuck your buttocks down, rotate your hip a bit, bring the pelvic up. If you feel like when you bring your arms up that your shoulders are clenching up or your elbows are bent, then this posture is not perfect yet for you. Try then first to bring the shoulders down. If that's naturally bending your elbows, no problem. Bring the hands a bit further apart. Let the palms still facing together. And you stand here. Okay? And then we look up towards our thumb. Important here, as I said, is that the shoulders are rolled back and down and are relaxed. Otherwise, we cannot lift our neck. If we have the shoulders up and we want to lift our neck, we have like a big tension in the neck. The neck is like very, very sensitive. So we have to take good care of our necks. Also, when we have the shoulders back, that means we won't arch too much from our lower back. Also prevents us from arching. Make sure that your arms are in line with your ear, like this. So not like this or like this. So we want the arms in line with the ears. That is Asana. The second pose in Sun Salutation A is Uttanasana, a complete full forward fold. When we come from Asana, we're gonna take our hands down to the side. At the same time, we're gonna move down our trunk from the hips. We hinge the hips, have a straight back. We go down. If that's the maximum, like me, like that we can reach with straight, not flexed spine, then we bend our knees, bring the tummy, tuck the tummy onto your thigh, and then you go lower, 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 and you reach the floor next to your feet. And then you can try to stretch your knees. If that doesn't really work because your abdomen is going away from your thigh, you stay here, you don't go any further. If you're okay, you can go a little bit more, bend more. See, now what I did right now is like I was bending my spine, which we shouldn't do. So for me, this is my maximum that I can go right now. Maybe later in the class it's going better. In this pose, we are normally looking at our nose and the head should touch the shin. As a beginner, that might not be possible. So in that case, we try to keep our head in line with the spine. Maybe lift it up a little bit. I don't know if you can see it like this. Don't bring it too much down because that gives us like this flexion of the spine, which we don't want because it's like not very healthy. And we stay here. Next pose is Uttanasana B. We inhale and lengthen our spine a little bit more. Open up our chest. And the fingertips are in line with your toes. And we look up towards our third eye. So, if that's not possible for you, in this pose though, we want to have straight legs. So no knees bend. You can also bring your hands towards your shin, to your knees, or to your thigh. What we're looking is like a nice erection of the spine, long straight spine, roll the shoulder back, open up the chest, and we look towards our third eye. From here we come into Chaturanga Dandasana. To do that, we're going to bend our knees, bring our palms down, and then we step back into a plank first, if you want as a beginner, high plank first. And then we bend our arms down to Chaturanga. Go as low as you can. The arms should bend backwards, not sidewards. If you can't do that, you can also bring lower down your knees, like tabletop, and then bend your arms to go down. We look at our gaze at our nose. If you can go lower, good. If you can't do that, we can also come down into Ashtanga Namaskara, which you know from like your usual Hatha class probably. That is like we have our knees on the floor, then we lower our chest and chin down to the floor, like this. And just the chin and the chest, the knees, and the toes touching the floor. Okay? Then from here, we inhale and come in Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, which is upward facing dog. So we bring our torso to the front, leave the feet where they are, and then we roll up. Here. What we have here is the entire top of your feet should be on the mat. You pull your knees up, your thighs and your hips are not touching the floor. You roll your shoulders back and you look up. Your elbows are slightly bent. If we don't have our knees down, up, then we have a really nice, really bad compression in our lower back, which we don't want. So in that case, lift your knees up so we don't have that compression. Once more time, we go back into Chaturanga, or whatever you like. So in Chaturanga, your palms should be just by your, in line with your shoulders. And we bring our pelvic to the front, open up, and from here we exhale, tuck our toes in, bring our hips up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, important is that we spread our fingers wide, that we cover the maximum area with the fingers of the mat that we can. The knuckles, all knuckles, and the rest are pressing into the floor. The hands are about shoulder width apart, middle finger facing forward. The hips should point way high into the sky. We have a very long spine here. Your head is in line with your upper arms. Your ears in line with your upper arms. Don't do this, don't overdo this. I see this in many yoga classes. Like go too further down. This is not good for your shoulders. Your heels should touch the floor if you can. For that, you can press your anklet back and down. Your knees should be straight. If you don't have a long spine, if you have like a rounded spine, I can't do that here right now. You can also bend your knees, which gives you length into your spine. And actually, you see with me now, what's happening is that my hips are really nicely coming towards the sky. Maybe I should do that more often. Once we have this position, and that's good, then we straighten our legs again, but we don't move the torso. See, now I'm in the correct position. And then we hold this position for 5 breaths. If you can, Ujjayi breath. If not, deep breath here is fine. We gaze in between our toes or ankles, if you like. Normally we should gaze it to our navel, but when we do that, many people are just bringing the neck towards, which we don't want. We have the neck and the head in line with our arms for now. And then after that, we inhale and we step to the front, in between our palms, and come back into Uttanasana B, a half forward fold with a long spine. I'm gonna have to correct myself here because I'm going backwards, which should not happen. Actually, the hip should be in line with your ankles. And then we exhale and we come down into a total forward fold. Important before we totally fold forward here is like that we engage our pelvic, tuck it in and up, so that gives us room and helps us to rotate our hips up. And then from here, we inhale, bring the hands to the side, lift up all the way back up into Utvikasana. Make sure your core and everything is engaged. Don't pull over. And then exhale, come back into Samasthiti and release. So that is Sun Salutation A. And I'd say we, let me check the time. I think we just do it together right now. Okay. So that was the first round, and we're actually doing 4 rounds in total. Okay, come to the front of your mat. If I forgot to tell you, front of your mat is not the very edge of your mat. Front of the mat is about 1 foot apart from the edge of your mat. Bring your toes, heels, ankles touching together. Pull your kneecaps up. Engage your quads. Press the upper thighs, front thighs back. Engage your glutes. Strong core, long spine. Roll shoulders back up and down. Long neck, straight head. Fingers next to your thighs, spread. Hold here. Come, inhale, bring both arms up to the side above your head. Palms touching each other, elbows straight. Look at your thumbs. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back, guys, not clenching up. And exhale from your hips. Bring your arms and trunk both simultaneously down into your forward fold. Once you reach your maximum, bend your knees, bring your hands down, and if you want, you can then try to press into your forward fold. Really inhale, lengthen your spine, Uttanasana B, open up your chest, roll your shoulders back and look at your third eye. Chatvari. Inhale, exhale. Bring both legs to the back. Come into Chaturanga Dandasana. And Pancha inhale. Urdhva Svanasana, upward facing dog. Make sure that your knees, hips, and thighs are not touching the floor. Roll the shoulders rolled back. Look up. And exhale. Come up into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hold here for 5 Ujjayi breaths. Press your shoulder blades back. 2. Ears in line with your upper arms. Hips pointing towards the sky. And 5. Inhale, bring both legs to the front. Lengthen your spine, open up your chest, look at your third eye, Uttanasana B. Ashto, exhale. And totally fold forward. Nava, inhale. Bring your arms up. Look at your thumbs, Urdhvikasana. And exhale, Samasthiti and release. That was round 2. Round 3. Samasthiti. Inhale, bring palms up. Urdhvikasana, look at your thumbs. Exhale, from your hips totally fold forward. Uttanasana. Treni, inhale. Uttanasana B, lengthen your spine, look at your third eye, open up your chest. Chatvari, inhale, exhale. Come into Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Upward Upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders back. Look up. Shut. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Hold for 5 Ujjayi breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Bring both legs to the front. Open up your chest, lengthen your spine, look at your third eye, Uttanasana B. Exhale, totally fold forward, Uttanasana. And inhale, bring your arms up to the side, Urdhvikasana. Look at your thumbs. And exhale, Samastitihi. Round 4. One more time. Samastitihi. Roll your shoulders back, stand up straight. Inhale. Bring both arms up. Urdhvikasana, look at your thumbs. Exhale, totally fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And inhale, bring both legs to the front. Uttanasana B. Lengthen your spine, chest open. And exhale, Uttanasana. Total forward fold. Inhale, bring both arms up to the side into Urdhvikasana. Look at your thumb. And exhale, Samastitihi. One more time, Samastitihi. Ekam, inhale. Urdhvikasana, look at your thumbs. 2, exhale, totally fold forward, Uttanasana. 3, inhale, Uttanasana B. 4, exhale, Chaturanga. 5, inhale, Urdhva Svanasana. 6, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. Inhale, bring both legs to the front. Uttanasana B. 8. Exhale, totally fold forward. 9. Inhale, bring both arms up into Urdhvikasana. Look at your thumbs. And exhale, Samastitihi. Good. That was Sun Salutation A. Let's do Sun Salutation B. Sun Salutation B has a few more vinyasas than Sun Salutation A. And we change a few things. So the first pose in Sun Salutation B is chair pose. In chair pose, we also bring our toes, heels, ankles touching together. Then again, we inhale, we try to sit down low, bring the buttocks down so that thighs are parallel to the floor if you can. The knees should not go over your toes. Keep them there. Then we lift up the arms and look at our thumbs. Try not to flex here too much. I do actually have like a little bit problem with my back of this like naturally. Try not to have this. If you feel like you're bending your spine too much, then maybe don't sit as low in the beginning. It's also okay just to sit like this. For me, it's like I actually have to really rotate my pelvic and actually really have to engage my pelvic here. Like this. Like that's me right now. Your arms are, your shoulders also roll back here. Kind of relaxed, so your neck is relaxed when you bring your arms up. Don't bring the shoulders up. It's not good. Once we have the shoulders down, it's also naturally opening up our chest. We can breathe better. If you can bring the hands together, it's good. If not, just leave them apart. So again, with the inhale, we go down, sit down, bring our arms up, look at our thumbs. Utkatasana, chair pose. Then also we have warrior 1. We have Tadasana 1. And we come in to that from our downward facing dog. So what we're going to do on the inhale, we turn our left heel in so that our leg is about 45 degrees. And then we step our right foot to the front, in between your hands. If you can't reach your hands, grab your ankle and bring your leg to the front. It's very necessary for us because we want the knee and the ankle in line. Okay? And then we bring our arms up into Vihapratasana 1. What we need to do here though is we want actually the leg parallel to the floor. The behind foot should have its, the weight on the outer arch. Your heels should, your front heel should be in line with your back arch. We sit low, we square our hips to the front so that the buttocks are in one line. Just imagine like your navel is pointing forward, so are your shoulders. Once we have that, we circle our arms up and we look up. And then we exhale and we go down. And we follow our vinyasa. The other side. We turn our right foot, right heel 45 degrees in. I don't know if you saw it. Then step our left foot to the front, in between our palms. If you can't reach, it doesn't matter. We just grab our ankle and bring it forward. Then we get up. Make sure your back heel is on the mat. And weight on the back arch. Square your hips. Never looking forward. Sit low. Circle your arms up. Look up. And exhale. You come back down. Into Chaturanga. Good. Shall we try? Come to the front of your mat. We come into Surya Namaskara B, Sun Salutation B. Come into equal pose, standing pose, Samastiti. On the inhale, bend your knees, sit low, reach up, Asana, chair pose, look at your thumbs. Exhale, totally fall forward. What you do here is just tuck your tummy onto your thighs. Have a long spine, reach down, bring your hands down, and once you reach the floor, try to straighten your knees And you come into a very nice forward fold. Go as much as you can. Don't fully straighten your knees. If you need them bent, that's totally fine here. Inhale, lengthen your spine, straight knees, open up your chest, look at your third eye. Have your hands on your shin or your knee if you prefer. And exhale, come to Chaturanga. You can either walk or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Remember, knees, thighs, hips not touching the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long spine here. Hips pointing to the sky. Inhale, left heel in, right foot comes to the front. And we come up into Vihaprathasana 1. Try to have the weight evenly distributed on both legs. If you're too far away or too close, only move the left leg. Move it closer or further away, up to you. Circle your arms up. Exhale down. Back to Chaturanga Namaskara. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel 45 degrees in. Bring your left foot to the front. Come up. Warrior 1. Exhale, come back down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Jump or bring both legs to the front. Uttanasana B, lengthen your spine. And exhale. Uttanasana, total forward fold. And inhale, bend your knees. Sit low, reach up. Long spine, chair pose. And exhale, Samastitihi. And we are unfortunately running out of time, but I'd say we're gonna do tomorrow again. We're gonna do 5 rounds of Sun Salutation A and 5 rounds of Sun Salutation B, which then is a bit faster because we don't have to explain all poses. And then I think we're gonna start with the first standing posture of the primary series. Wonderful. So please, everybody, come onto your mats. Sit in any comfortable position. Bring your palms in front of your heart center. Close your eyes. And we're going to chant the closing mantra. Inhale. Om. Swasti praja bihara paripalayantyam. Nyamyena margena mahim mahisha Cobra mane pia shubhamasu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently bow your forehead down. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for today. I hope I see you next time in my next class. What you may want to do now is like do it for yourselves. Come down into Shavasana, corpse pose. Let your feet fall apart. Everything's touching the floor. Let your arms fall to the sides. Look up. Close your eyes and deep breathe here. Your natural breath. We are not looking into yogic or ujjayi breaths here. Just take note of your natural breath here. As the air is coming into your nostrils, down your throat, expanding your chest and abdomen, and as it goes out, feel the body rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. It's time to let all tension go. Relax your toes, the sole of your feet, the upper feet, and your ankles. Let the tension go. Relax the muscles in your calves and your shins, on your front thighs and back thighs. Relax. Let all tension go on your hip joints, the glutes, pelvic. Relax the lower back, upper back, and mid back, and your abdomen. Relax. Relax your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower underarms, wrists, hands, fingers. Come back to your neck. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Relax your face. Have a look at your jaw. Are you clenching your teeth? Put them apart a bit. And relax, and you will see that all other facial muscles will relax. Relax that spot in between your eyebrows. Relax all muscles in your head. And sink deep into the mat. Let your body sink down to the mat. Feel the weight of your body on your mat. And let go. Know that the ground is supporting you. You can fall down. So go down deep. Sink deep. And know you're supported here. That's your safe place. Know that you are alive. That you are breathing. That you are loved. And that you are perfect the way you are. Know that you can always return to here, to the safe place, whenever you like. Just breathe. to this room. Take note of your breath. Start to come back into your body. You may want to move your fingers a bit, wiggle your toes, maybe move your head from side to side. Now when you're ready, at your own pace, bring your arms up above your head, interlock your fingers, and give yourself a long, nice stretch. And then when you're ready, bend your knees. You may want to hug them or not. And roll over to your left hand side. Still have your eyes closed. Use your left hand as a pillow and stay here for a few breaths. And whenever you're ready, with the support of your right arm, but still having your eyes closed, bring yourself up into a cross-legged easy position, facing forward. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Rub your palms together to create some really good, nice energy. Cup your eyes with your palms. Open your eyes within your palms. Soak in the energy. Breathe it in. Close your eyes. Bring your palms back down in front of your heart. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Slowly bend your forehead down. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for today. And I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Please share your feedback as always. Also what you want to do apart from Ashtanga yoga. Also if you need more details about breathwork, Drishti, Tristana, more posture breakdown or some alignment, please let me know. We're going to cover that next time. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye bye.